Hello everyone, my name is Danny. This is going to be my review for the movie called Captain Marvel. This is a 2019 film. It's rated PG-13. It's directed by Anna Boden. It stars Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, Ben Mendelsohn, Djimon Hounsou, and Lee Pace. It runs 2 hours and 4 minutes. The story is set in the 1990s. Marvel Studios' Captain Marvel is an adventure from a previously unseen period in the history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that follows the journey of Carol Danvers as she becomes one of the universe's most powerful heroes. When a galactic war between two alien races reaches Earth, Danvers finds herself in a small cadre of allies at the center of the maelstrom. Captain Marvel. Well, I'm going to be very frank for future reference coming back to this video. I did watch this movie last Saturday, and it is now Thursday of the next week. And I waited this long to do this review because everybody else in the whole world saw it. It's one of the highest grossing films. It's one of the most pivotal stories for if you see superhero movies whatsoever, that you have to see this one without seeing the others. It makes no sense, but seeing this one, you have to see it to make sense for the others. So everybody and their dog saw it. Everybody did their review. I'm doing mine a little bit later to kind of gather my thoughts. And I haven't watched any other reviews. I just wanted to collect my thoughts. So I have a very simple point of view of this movie. If you have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, if you haven't seen The Avengers, then I really don't want to hear your opinion about this movie. There are a lot of people in this world that have seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 and The Avengers. And going into this movie, I, for one, didn't know that it was going to be that kind of comedy, but I really appreciated the comedy because I love Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think in a future movie, they should have Captain Marvel, connect with the Guardians, because it would just make so much sense. Like, they have the same way of talking, the same way of cracking jokes, and so it just fits, So if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, like one person I went to go see Captain Marvel with, it doesn't matter how much you think they're stupid or whatever. If you liked Captain Marvel and you have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you have to see Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. So there you go. That's out of the way. My other big criticism of this movie is how dry Captain Marvel really is as a character. She doesn't have any character growth throughout the movie. She just kind of gets stronger, and it just there's no developing her, and it's in a time that we haven't seen before, like the description says, but it's all very obvious what's going to happen. It's a coming of age story, plus it's very obvious what's going to happen. If you have seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you know some of the characters in Captain Marvel, you know some of the names being thrown around, you know what's going to happen. So the person I went to go see the Captain Marvel movie with, that hasn't seen Guardians, they didn't know what the Kree were all about. They kind of thought they might have heard that name thrown out somewhere, but they didn't really know the whole story with them, so they were surprised at the twist in this movie, but I wasn't. So, all in all, it's a good movie and it's fun to see, and I'm going to be looking forward to now watching some other reviews of this, but I think I'm on the general consensus here saying that this was a lot of fun and it's a good thrill ride and it's a good pre-story and the ending's cool and everything has to connect and it does. I just think there's a little bit of room for criticism and disappointment, and those are pretty heavy words, but for most pre-stories, it's about accurate, you know. So just depends on what level of disappointment you really are in, but there is a level of disappointment with how not exciting it was, how much it didn't explain enough for you, or something, you know. So Captain Marvel's character for me just was so bland, and everything that was so obvious coming along the way for me was the biggest thing. You know, I mean, like I don't mind things being obvious if your movie is hilarious the whole time and it makes me forget about the obvious stuff. But I was just kind of sitting there and I was kind of like, okay, you know. But I did enjoy the cat being kind of like Groot. And for anybody who hasn't seen Captain Marvel, which I can't believe there would be somebody that hasn't seen Captain Marvel yet, but Groot from Guardians and this cat in Captain Marvel are kind of the same thing. They kind of get exciting and everything. So, yeah, there's a lot of good things about this movie, and so I'm going to give Captain Marvel a B-. I do look forward to the future. I don't mind her being along in some movies, but I don't know if I'm going to be really excited to see many more of her movies, like if they make 2 more or something like that. I just wasn't that excited about it, and after watching it, I think it's funny, but it's not something I want to watch a million times over and over again. So maybe they'll get better as they go. I mean, we have some things that maybe they throw some things at us that we have never seen before, like Guardians did, and that's why I like that movie and those 2 movies so much. Maybe Captain Marvel will do that with the second and third one. Throw us into some universe and some situations that we've never seen her in, and that's really exciting and fresh, and maybe they'll be better than this first one. So I think I'm giving the B- as kind of a room for advancement. I want Captain Marvel to be better, and I think she will be in Endgame coming up, and so I look forward to more movies with her. I just wasn't really excited by her first movie. Thanks, guys. Say it one more time. A B- for Captain Marvel. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them watched. I can subscribe to my channel if you would. And I'm real close to my 300th review on YouTube here. And I just want to thank everybody that watches or is a subscriber of mine. And I really do appreciate it. And then I really have had a lot of fun on this journey of making videos. So sometimes, you know, I don't get that many views, and that's okay. I watch a lot of weird movies, but I have had some really crazy amount of views for being a really fresh face on YouTube. So I just appreciate everyone for watching, and enjoy movies, guys. Try and give Captain Marvel a watch. We're all anticipating Endgame, though, so we'll see you in April. Thanks.